story time of how Master Richard and Sister Cassie fell in love. Sister Cassie was a young 12-year-old girl, very beautiful girl, with long hair down here because she was a pure complexion. Nice, beautiful girl. And she was an only child. So she went with her father, grandmother, which is her father, mother, and her mother to live on the plantation because our father get the job there as head busher and the mother was supposed to be the cleaner for Master Richard's parents. So the day when they go there now, Master Richard see this nice, fair skinned, pretty little girl and fell in love with her. And Master Richard was a only child too. And you know back then, everybody I get them picnic named Richard. Every son named Richard, cause Richard was the name back then. You know? So Master Richard know what I said to her, Sister Cassie, how him love her. You know, as a little girl, so Sister Cassie never take it, you know, because one little picnic should have that on her mind, you know? So Master Richard was 18 years old, and at times when Master Richard go to England for study because of England Master Richard father come from. So Master Richard no tell Sister Cassie that he's coming back on her 18th birthday to take her away because he love her. So all this time Sister Cassie don't said nothing to her parents, you know, years pass and a go on and a go on and nothing she not say. So when Sister Cassie's birthday almost come now, cause you know back then you never have phone or anything like that, and Sister Cassie wasn't able to go to post office to collect any letter or anything like that. So Mas Richard now come back when Sister Cassie turned 18 and him bring her a little gift cause you know him a come from England and all of that and him love Sister Cassie. And him turn up there have a little, you know, a little get together cause back then you never call it party. Just a little something to celebrate Sister Cassie 18th birthday. Make I tell you now what happened. In the night, one of the other bush of them are coming from road. And lo and behold, a Richard and Cassie that them see and go out. Never to return. 3 months come and them still a look for Cassie and Richard. And Cassie parents, you know, make big preparation to send Cassie go a boarding school. Yes, we should go to college. Not a Cassie. Nothing. Them can't find Cassie. Cassie and Richard gone. So the father now, he knows say nothing no really wrong with them. You know? It's not like them gone missing of such. But him still out and him send out and I look for them and he look for them all about. Finally, him find them which part them they are hide out. I never know say Master Richard did have place could have go to hide Cassie. But you know all them first time people they steal with status and thing. So they never want Cassie and Richard fit there together. Because you know they come from two different society. Because remember, you know, Cassie mother a work with Master Richard father. So them not go allow such kind of thing to happen because them feel like they above. Richard father feel like he above Cassie mother and father. So he make a deal with Richard and tell him say, son, you need to come home. You need to forget about that underprivileged girl and come home. Else everything that I have here on this plantation will be not going to you. You won't be getting it. But it will go up to charity. Hey! Mas Richard, no. I wonder what type of thing that guy remember is the only child, you know. And his father have a lot of things. So Mas Richard pack up and come home back. So finally now Cassie gone off to school at college. So Cassie go and she spend her 4 years and do her studies and come back home. By the time Cassie come home, there goes them run away again. This time them run where 1 year pass. Cassie ending up with twin baby. Oh boy. When his father, Richard father, finally find out which part then they, and lo and behold, him see them with the 2 boys and realize say I'm grandpitney them, he couldn't do nothing more about it more than take the 2 grandpitney them. And him still adamant say Cassie and Richard now go there together. Why may I tell you? Well, Richard said no, he not go so. He not go so because in loving Cassie. By this time now, you know, him and Cassie put on marriage, you know. Well, the family them never go anywhere because them never know about it. But the father still adamant say it not go work. So Master Richard come back home. Lo and behold, the father takes sick now. And if they pan him sick bed, you know, and send call Master Richard and make a deal with him and say him a go will out everything to him because he never write the will all this time yet, you know. Because he want to see where Master Richard up to. So him tell him say him a go will out everything to him, but the one thing he can do for him is to left Cassie. Master Richard say yes, him a go left Cassie. And at the time when he say him a go left Cassie, Cassie pregnant again. Look like a girl she a go have this time because back then they never have ultrasound. But based on how the shaping of the belly, you know, them old time people, them know our type of baby are going to have based on how the belly shape. Worse, the first one, the belly did shape different. So, alright now, perhaps again, the father, him ending up, take sick and next time again. 2 times now he takes sick, you know. So he call Master Richard again and tell him say it look like a illness he not gonna make it. last will and testament is for him left Cassie. That would do him a great joy. For him left Cassie because him and Cassie not in the same league. Because he's a man that feel like say he above people for a long time. Because you know them England old time man there. How them stay. So Master Richard said yes to his father. And Master Richard divorced his wife. All to make him father feel good. In divorcing wife and move back home on the plantation. But a different plan come up. The father really kicked the bucket this a trip, yeah. Hey! I tell you, he kicked the bucket. By the time he could on in a ground, a Master Richard that put on one big splash with must about 100 people turn up for the wedding. Cause remember the first time when Master Richard did marry, you know, it was only Richard and Cassie. I don't know where you find two witnesses from. But this a trip here. Hey, our big abaloo Master Richard put down. Because the way how him love Sister Cassie from the first day he bless the hype and Sister Cassie, in love Sister Cassie. And he had a man that he have to get Sister Cassie and he have to marry her. And Master Richard put on the wedding where Sister Cassie they deserve to get from first. Because what? The father passed and gone. The mother never saw against it, you know. Because the mother have to listen to what the father said. Because back then a man run things, you know. And you have to listen to what the man say, follow what they say, whether you like it, yes or no. You understand? So, and so the thing go. And the mother did turn up for the wedding. Because the mother never saw against what was going on. She was only into it because of the father. The mother wasn't no white woman. The mother was just a fair-skinned lady. So, from whole time days, status is everything. For you know, here, then league, you can't be with them. Yes, and Master Richard married, big wedding, nice wedding, to a lovely wife, Sister Cassie, and I did one daughter she ended up have. I remember me tell you say they did have two sons already, which was twin. And Master Richard take over the running of the plantation and live happily ever after with his wife. So when you love somebody, genuinely love them, fly high, fly low, nothing can stop you. Yes, love is what breaks barriers. Real, genuine love. You understand? And now, in this 21st century, you know, see how much interracial marriage is going on. Yes, a lot of it is going on now. Back then it couldn't happen. But now, a lot of it is going on. Yes, love and love, man. It no matter. Love is love. Yes. You and I forever, wild and free.
sink into this melody. You and I, forever, wild and free. Even in dark skies, your light remains through every storm. You ease my pain, a rhythm of hearts. No need to pretend, this love story will never end. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an